Okay, we'll go to Hina. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, he won't come out. And she just keeps on mumbling about Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy. And I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Shiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one of her big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend with time with? Well, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yup, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around her own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh my god, I think something just came up in my mind. Maybe he was a guy. Frick. Oh wait, maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Cause Chihiro always talks to the boys and avoids girls. Maybe the holy frick, I didn't. Damn man, I was holy yes. I think so. I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Hina's been added to the truth bullets. Whoa, that didn't cross my mind. Shit, maybe he is a guy. Frick. So that's... Holy shit, man. That's a possibility that he is a guy, not a girl. That's messed up. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live as a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. Wait, if Chihiro is a guy, then how the heck did the killer put her on the girls' locker room if they can't open it up? Yeah, that's also one loophole in my guess. Not a loophole, but a contradiction. From food to clothes to towels. I see. But what have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in a warehouse. What, really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay. Oh.
getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all
Oh
been
man, it's the
waiting
class
for.
trial already.
The class
Okay, so we got all the
You
clues.
remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the...
Okay, it's starting already. Begin the class trial, or it's about time to begin. The red door is right in front of here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we've got everyone here. Ahem. So everyone's ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone? Ah, it's Toko. Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is? You really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, Doki, I'll go ahead and drag her out, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. So now everyone's here. Now then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. And the murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Okay, let's talk to everyone. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can you take. Hina? I guess I wasn't much help at all in this one. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Mundo?
Hey, come
Fucking
on.
Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro?
Shall we go?
Shall we begin? You ready? We're doing this? And I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. Okay, that's everyone. We'll just save here. Then we'll continue with the class trial. Well, wait. Did it save there? Okay. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so refreshing? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're rip-rapping to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, let's save again. We'll set skills. Now, increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time battle. The focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, the hangman's gambit, and the bullet time. Okay, that's nice. We only have 2 skills, dang it. Okay, let's do this. Trial. Class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the result. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
The murder weapon, it's obviously the dumbbell. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Make your argument. Man, a locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Okay, that's correct.
According to the Monokuma file,
The killer used
a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
iron pipe my ass.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
That certainly would make for a...
Poor Chihiro.
Man, I was freaking slow there.
Chihiro's fate, it appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument? I bet it was an iron pipe. No.
Objection! Counter.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, that fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? Shit. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit this line, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the X to attach the silencer, which can shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh man, it's getting complicated, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear. Okay, let's do this. White noise. The hell are those? Genocide Jack case file. 12 minutes.
Culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong.
There is proof. But I think it's not Genocide Jack, because there...
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Boobless.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristics of every genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with something of the positioning. How the victim was positioned.
Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
But not.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real genocide Jack.
But it's not, cause
Fucking way!
Cause he uses scissors.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Ah, again, split personality.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle.
Man,
Why is this gotta be so complicated?
it's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. Holy shit, what the frick is this? Ship, what the shib? Oh man, I got... Oh, holy shit, I got only one health left. I think it's E. Ah, Shizo. Damn, almost freaking died there. I almost freaking died.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her. She fainted. Well, I can say it's close, but not quite. Oh, frick!
Shoot!
Oh man, I killed myself. Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Ah, shit. Okay, that's game over. Frick. However, of course, not blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Okay. Frick, man. That was freaking shite.
Is it because Genocide Jack...
Huh?
I think they thought that this...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Toko's strange behavior.
Her behavior changed.
You're
Damn,
talking
man.
about how she started acting totally different than usual.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you a dead?
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh, I think Byakuya is gonna die soon.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry, couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
but your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second... Genocide Jack.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
Like they say, sound and murderous mind, sound and murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true? Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain forever. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
So that's one of her embarrassing moment or secret.
Let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Okay, another debate. Status of the dead body. Yeah.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's not. It's clearly a copycat.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and the stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah, because it was a dumbbell and this is a scissor.
All the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other genocide cases, all the victims were stabbed through their hands. She was how the body was posed. What was used to suspend her? Yeah, this is the answer.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac.
Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
What is that?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide Jack case.
Ah, it's all males.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of each victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why Shiri couldn't have killed Chihiro, because Chihiro was a girl. Chihiro is a girl.
I got it! Is it because
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
Yeah, she only kills male.
in all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada. Yeah, or they're all males.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the mopey side of me just hates it! But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and convictions across that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.